Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Capricorn lessons and blessings reading for July 2023. Before we get started, I want to just say thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, and anything that you do that supports the channel in any kind of way. So I just want to say thank you, and let's go ahead and get into it. Capricorn, center energy, ego. So illusion, dependency, materialism. So maybe perhaps the illusion that material things are the most important things at this time. So really in your dependency on those things to make you feel good is what I'm hearing. But again, learning from this experience, I think, is what we're talking about here. So learning some things, having learned, now you can move forward with that wisdom and that clarity of understanding, into this new place, right? Crowning energy, we have Nine of Air. So really being caught up in the emotions of fear and limiting self-beliefs and all that kind of stuff, over analyzing, overthinking, right? Where it's, gives you, nightmares and makes you feel, terrible, right? Not at peace. But we have here also wise counselor. So this is about coming into again the understanding of what's going on with you and how to proceed forward in the right way. So really encouraged to pray, meditate, whatever you do to speak to spirit, whatever you do that makes you have comfort, that helps you to calm down and remain in peace. Okay, so yoga, meditation, praying, whatever you do is advised, definitely. But you have somebody in that could assist you if you told them what was going on, kind of thing. Perhaps counseling might be needed. So, please seek out a professional if that's what you feel you need. We all need help sometimes. So, please, understand that and understand that it's okay. It takes strength to ask for help. Many people in this world don't ask for help because of the stigmatism with even seeking counseling, right? So definitely encouraging you to do what is needed for you. Now, the undermining energy is the King of Air, somebody who's knowledgeable, objective, and respected. Maybe this is you. But the King of Swords is somebody who can lay it down for you, who can tell you the truth, and really give you some things to think about. What led up to this is the Six of Water, Six of Cups. So basically, perhaps staying in the past is what I'm getting. Caught up in memories, the illusion of childhood and nostalgia, being stuck there, even, and making a choice. Okay, dealing with the emotions that are coming up, um and also looking at relationships and how you have navigated in those relationships, the emotions that surround those relationships, all of that. Also, the Lover's card is also about a choice, and this to me speaks of a spiritual choice. So this could be a spiritual relationship with someone else, meaning a relationship romantically, or this could be just in deepening your relationship with spirit even. Now, the outcome, not exactly in the challenge position, but not exactly in the upright either. So I'm going to call it challenge position anyway, just because it didn't come out fully in the upright. First one here, Queen of Earth. So somebody who's very, nurturing, grounded, practical, caring individual. Also, who is protective of you. And also perhaps they're busy because they're doing lots of things here, right? So perhaps this Queen of Earth is coming towards you, someone you have in your life currently or going to have in your life, who's going to offer you some assistance, and give you some insight perhaps. But they are definitely coming towards you with the Eight of Fire here, Eight of Wands. Now, let's go ahead and move into the Soul Helpers Oracle messages. The first one we have here. Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feeling. So again, as you feel these emotions, this is about you getting to know yourself on a deeper level. This is also you're blocking emotions, so your creativity is blocked. So the more you block emotions, the more you block your own passion, your own who you are. You're at the core, right? So this is about releasing that. Next, we have the time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. And this is about releasing, again, the emotions of guilt and shame about whatever. It is what it is. It happened. Now move forward, right? Move forward in courage. Move forward in, you know what? I've learned the lesson. I can move forward. I don't have to carry these emotions with me as I move forward. And then the last one here is listen to the eternal song of your soul. Tune into it and learn to trust it. Again, that deeper relationship, going within, listening, hearing, really, really going within on a whole new level that you've never done before. Now we're going to move into the soul's journey lesson cards. And the first one we have here is envy. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. So this is about feeling some kind of envy here. Maybe because, you feel like, things, work out differently for everybody else. So, and they're not working out for you now. And it's natural to feel envy when you're going through things, okay? But you really need to get a grip on this, though, okay? Because it's not a good emotion to be in, okay? And it can take you on different paths if you let it. And it's not usually good places. Next, we have courage in the reverse. So again, this is about you stepping out of the nine of fire energy, the wounded warrior, and finding your courage again because it's in the reverse. It says here, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Again, this is about you understanding fear, understanding that we all go through periods of fear, but we have to move forward. And in taking that step, that's where the courage begins. Next, we have peace. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Again, that negative thinking, that self limiting belief kind of thing, that guilt, that shame, right, that holds you back. And then grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So, and if you've lost someone, my condolences go out to you because it's hard when you lose someone that you care about. And it's hard to go through that and not miss them and go through a whole bunch of emotions, right? Especially if you didn't get to talk to them or you didn't get to say what you wanted to say. There's a whole lot that comes with that. So really, really honoring this, but also understanding that grief comes with change because there is change here too. There is transformation too. So going from the old to the new. Okay. So there's also a grief process with that. And then we have happiness, but we have it in the challenge. And it says, I'm aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. Yeah, anything that when you're walking in peace and happiness, genuine happiness, it's not about the things you have. It's really not. It's about waking up today and being able to have another day to experience life. And when you walk into life with just the appreciation, even, it starts to turn things around in your thinking and how you respond to things. So when you lose everything, and you're brought down to a low place, it's only to bring you down to build you back up without some of the things that hinder you. And materialism is all about ego. Okay, let's see here. And when I say that, I don't mean that you're not allowed to have abundance. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when that is your sole purpose for life, that's what I mean from the ego. When you can live without having anything, you appreciate the things that come to you in a whole new way. And that's what I'm talking about there. Now, let's go ahead and move into your Angel Abundance Oracle messages 3 in the challenge and 2 in the upright. So the first one we have here is savings. As you consistently save for the future, your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor when you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. Yeah, because it's hard to focus on anything when you feel like your stability is in question, right? So we've got conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only what is needed. So again, not going, not needing everything, because then it goes from being a conscious consumer to just being greedy. Okay. Face your financial fears. It says when you are honest with yourself about fears of success and failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you realize that in fact you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts. Now, in the upright, we have visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. So again, changing how you are manifesting, changing your thinking, changing your belief about materialism, changing your belief about abundance, changing your belief about success and fear, and then manifesting the positive things, because you have changed, so therefore your energy has changed, and therefore the things you bring in will change. Also, attitude of gratitude is coming through. And then we have block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, so it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So, this is about putting down electronics or anything else that is causing you not to do what you need to do for yourself right now. This is about really, really focused energy here and moving forward and doing what you need to do. Now, we're going to go ahead and move into the divine abundance messages. And the first one we have here, and these are all in the upright, which is great because that means that these are things you're currently working on, whether you know it or not. So we've got right action. Apagraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So really, really being in a state of balance, being in a state of flow, not worried about outcomes, not having expectations, okay? And taking the right actions. Next, we have worth. You've been worthy to belong to love all along, without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. So, this is about understanding your worth and understanding that you're lovable just as you are. There is no need for you to change anything because the right person that is going to love you is going to accept you for who you are anyway. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you. Really standing in your self worth in this time as well. Your path. Dear Lord, help me to trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So there is a path. And this is part of your path, believe it or not. Everything that happens on the path is destined. Everything, every left turn, wrong turn, up turn, down turn, whatever we do, it's already predestined. We just don't know it. Extraordinary. There's a wild and impetuous uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So this is about you stepping out and letting your inner self shine. You see how the peacock has their feathers open wide. This is because they want to get noticed. They want to be seen. And so do you, but you're pushing yourself down. It's almost like you're pushing a part of yourself down. So you're encouraged to stretch your stuff is what I'm getting. And to live in your authentic energy, which is beautiful, by the way. We've got faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. And so this is, perhaps having a heart chakra healing. This is also about having a deeper relationship with spirit. This could be a romantic relationship also that's going to bring you into a whole new awareness of things. Next, we have signs. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. So again, getting signs, intuitive messages, perhaps downloads, um, dreams, something along those lines where spirit is communicating with you. We've got detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled, because when you release the attachment to something, when you become detached, you no longer care. You don't care whether it comes, when it comes, how it comes. You don't care. And that's why it comes in, because there is no attachment to it. We've got limitless. See yourself open to receive the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. So there's limitless possibilities moving forward for you. So really standing in beautiful energy of just allowing. Okay. We've got non duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So, being spiritual and being 5D spiritual, being 3D on this physical plane as a human being, you can be both. You don't have to be one or the other. And it's not a if or then statement, as I said in the Scorpio rating. And maybe you have Scorpio on your chart too. But I don't think so. Based on some of the cards that I see, I don't think so. But we've got reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. So really reframing the experience you're going through right now and understanding that nothing is happening to you. Everything is happening for you to help you grow, help you learn, okay? And help you to move forward also. Now, we've got some love oracle messages for you. The first one we have is in the reverse. It says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. The more you can go with the flow, the more things will start happening in your life. Next, we have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So, again, divine timing, again, you don't control the universe, you don't control spirit. So, things are going to happen when they're meant to happen. And when you release control, then you step out of the way. You stop blocking yourself. You allow. Okay. In the challenge position, we have sexual union, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. This could be a romantic situation with you and another on an intimate level. So really, really honoring the intimacy that you have with another is what I get there. Next, we have this is the heart chakra here. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy in your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. And when you do this, this is when you've learned you've grown. Because when you can still be joyful, when you can still be happy without the material things that you think you need, then that's true happiness. It's not the facade of happiness. And then here in the reverse as well, we have reflection. Give each other some space at the moment, trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So again, this is regarding a relationship between you and another. Really, this is a time for you all to be apart so that if you're meant to come back together later, you will. But this is about you both needing some time to grow individually. Now let's go ahead and move into your romance angel messages. You had quite a few come out. First, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So there could have been a situation where it was unrequited love. It wasn't returned either on your side or theirs. And so there wasn't enough attraction, and that's why it didn't last. Next, we have make the effort. It says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So again, if this comes back around and you are guided to go towards this, then take the necessary steps. Or if this is a new situation coming in, again, take the necessary steps. We've got playfulness. This is about stepping into the playful energy of the inner child and just having fun together. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Next, we have release your ex. So, whoever is your ex, you need to let them go. The time has come to clear your energy. Yeah, this is that space apart that you need, because you need to release the grief and all the other emotions we talked about over here that was caused in that situation. And it says here, children. It says your love life is being affected by children. So children could be involved in this new situation or this old situation if there's going to be a comeback in that situation. And then we have very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So you do have a decision to make. And I think we had, let me see here. Yeah, we had the Lovers over here. So this is about, a situation from the past, a loving situation from the past that could have been unrequited, that may come back around. Or this could be a new situation that you need to clear your energy of the ex so that you can come into this new situation the right way, not carrying all that baggage. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move into the into the guardian angel messages. First one is prayer. It says, Dear guardian angel, help me to be flexible in my attitudes and beliefs. Help me not to fear the transient nature of life. Help me to remember the eternal light that which emanates from my soul, and the eternal light which emanates from the heart of every living thing. Help me to remember that I am eternally guided and loved by God and all creation. That's a beautiful prayer. Next, we're not going to read that because that's a card from the author of the deck. And we've got believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. Again, the attachment to the outcome, the expectations. There is nothing to fear. You are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Believe all is possible. That's why you got the limitless. That's why you got the reframe. Because it doesn't have to be an either or situation. It can be spiritual. It can be grounded. It can be loving. It can be all the things that you want it to be, but you have to believe. Prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me to manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me to feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side, because you're never alone. You may feel alone, but that's more because you feel separated from God. When you are in connection with spirit like that, you don't feel alone. We've got manifestation. Believe in yourself, trust your instincts, and follow your heart. For in doing so, you shall manifest all your heart's desires. The life you have for so long is aspired to create will soon manifest. So again, things coming towards you. Remember, be in the right energy to manifest, because you want the good stuff, right? You don't want the junk. You don't want the bad stuff. You don't need that, right? In the reverse, intuition. Trust your intuition and know what seems logical may not necessarily be right. Because remember, logical is the brain, it's the ego. The core individual self of you is not logical, it is spiritual. So we get caught up between the ego and the 3D self in our mind versus the spiritual side of us. And sometimes we disconnect, thinking there's something wrong with the spiritualness of us. That's who we are. Okay. The answer to your question lies inside your heart. Endless possibilities exist for you. Stop trying to work it all out and feel your way through. So this is about not following the logic, because this isn't going to be logical to you if you're doing it that way. And it says, we, your angels, will guide you. Trust your feelings. What feels right is right. Nice. And then we have surrender. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is part of humanity's evolution. There's a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive in our world. Nothing, will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. Because again, the judgment side of us is also about ego. It's about us trying to control, other people and what they do, why they do it, all that kind of stuff. And we're not in a place to judge anybody else, and nor do we want to be judged either when we really look at it. And next we have inner child. It says, nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. Remember, I said you were repressing a part of you. And that's what I meant by this card right here. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula because they come within us. They come from our core, individual, authentic, beautiful, joyful inner child self. Okay. And it says they do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play, have some fun. That's what you need to do. You gotta have some fun. Life is serious, but we don't need to take it that serious that we can't ever have fun. That's not what life is. That's prison. So, okay, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and shuffle a couple of times. No, I'm gonna shuffle more than that because that's right. I need to shuffle these cards this time. That's right. Couple more times. Okay, these are the postcards from Spirit. So we're going to get some messages for you, Capricorn, to close out your reading. Spirit, go ahead and give me some messages for Capricorn, please. Let them fall out completely or flip over completely. Thank you. What messages do you have for Capricorn? Messages for Capricorn, please. Okay, there's one. What else? There's anything else? A lot of energy in these cards. That's why they're so hard to shuffle. What do we have, Spirit? What else? Okay, we got quite a few, so it'll take us a few minutes to get through these, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first one. Dear Shu, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. Oh, that is so true. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered only by the curious optimist. Excuse me. You're having a problem with your throat chakra too. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all of the you need to see to make an informed decision or a choice rather. I'm sorry. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting. As you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall, all of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? That's a beautiful message. It's one that hits you right between the eyes, but it's a great message. Okay. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself in the world. So, to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can you Wait a minute. Hold on. What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like the blueprints for co creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you are proud of. Genuine Loving Fan Club. Dear you, now is one of those times you're being asked to add some distance, take a step back, and do nothing but observe. Don't worry about how long it will take to regroup. Just know it's temporary and actually an opportunity to take a breath, slow down, and look at how far you've come. Decisions for the highest good are made when you have clarity, which comes from being open to information from both the intellect and the intuition. When you step into the role of observer, it's as if you turn on a switch that allows your soul to be an essential part of the information gathering and decision making process. In this way, you can approach things from a more neutral and non judgmental place. We know you'll make the right choice. Trust us when we say now is not the time to get too close to the fray. Step back now. You will be glad that you did. Love you. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously. Wait a minute, hold on, let's try that again. Dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentments and hurts are like viruses that spread to others. And that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine that what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. Okay, and the last one. Dearest you, we are on the other side. We here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions and it is based in reverence and fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and so we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you, always and forever. We just adore you over here. Wow, nice messages, Capricorn. I do hope that this helps you. Much love and light, Lady T.